I have stuck with the Resident Evil series from the good to the bad to the really bad, but even through all of that, I think that this game has caused me the most pain. Okay, that was a total lie, but this was definitely one of the most fun. The rules are simple, like me. In the head. Basically no guns at all, no explosives at all, and also no New Game Plus. Only knife. Before getting into it, if you want to see more Resident Evil stuff, make sure to comment, like, all that jazz, just so that I know what you guys actually want to see. Anyways, enough of me soullessly shilling, let's get back to it. So the game starts off with one of the most hideous monsters I've ever seen. Oh, wait, that's just my baby. Still disgusting.
I'll put her down.
I see you agree with me, Ethan. Okay, let's do it. If you didn't know, Ethan from Resident Evil 7 has moved out to the countryside with his wife, Mia.
There's nothing wrong with my memory.
Jeez, I wish I would have known you were this hostile before I married you. If only there were some red flags. Oh, yeah, and if you couldn't tell by the human dismemberment on the screen, this game is just a teensy-weensy bit brutal, so if that's not your cup of tea, honestly, I don't blame you, because only a sicko would enjoy this crap. Needless to say, I am that sicko. Hey! Jesus! Okay, is it bad if that legitimately scared me? I'm not even gonna last 2 seconds, aren't I? Life was good and surprisingly normal until, yeah, Chris kills our wife and we go from kidnapping to kidnapped in record time. We then got knocked out and wake up in a forest all alone. Well, not all alone, we have this guy, although he's not very talkative. Or, you know, alive for that matter. Ethan, seriously? Watch, we're gonna kill like 50 monsters and then die to stupid tetanitis. Aw, look at this, it's a portrait. I love family photo. Yeah, good idea putting that back face down. Yeah, we broke into a small village looking for, I don't know, villagers, I guess? But yeah, they're all gone. Loser, did you seriously just get scared by a mouse? Jesus Christ on a bike. Okay, I think it's time to leave. Oh, what's in here? Okay. Bloodstained rope. Interesting. Now, let's just close that up and never think about it again. Well, Ethan, I see that you're quite cold with you shivering, and I think I found a way to stop that. Ever seen Star Wars? Okay, let's just continue. Yeah, we ran into this quaint little village, like I said, but something's kinda wrong.
Maybe they're out?
Yeah, maybe. Maybe not. Aw, this house must have had a child in it. I mean, look at all the fun drawings on the wall. Anyways, joking aside, it finally came. I ran into my old friend Knife. Actually, I think the people in this village might be hiding from me. Okay, how much do you want to bet that as soon as I open up this curtain, I'll get jumped by a monster? Oh God, I was right. Look at that face.
You have a gun?
No, even better. This rusty old kitchen knife I found in the previous room. This old man gives us a gun before promptly getting flung into the void. Oh, hey, look, another person. Okay, not a person at all. Oh, screw you. How the hell am I supposed to count past 8 now? Yeah, we were jumped by a werewolf thing and this was painful. No, literally, I started to get a splitting headache as Ethan's head was split open. It was at this moment where I learned just how stupid this run is, because it was almost impossible for me to evade enemy attacks. I just had to take the hits. Thankfully, I finally got revenge for my pinky, and to be honest, I wasn't all too worried because, that's not my knife hand. God damn it. Another leak. Do I have to call the plumber again? There was this whole house invasion, and it was going well at first. Keywords at first. Hey, leave some of that for me. You know I need it to breathe and stuff, right? Seriously, game? Handgun ammo? Why don't you give me something actually useful, like a second knife? You know how unstoppable I'd be there? Right. I wouldn't be able to hold it anyways. There was this massive chase and even massive-er hammer guy. Seriously, this was just a frantic race looking for a safe place. I know you're a werewolf now, but you still have a brain. How stupid could you be? I put a shelf in your way. I'm just gonna wait it out. I'm basically in... I just ran around a little bit completely confused until I ran into this attic and got thrown so hard that I magically teleported outside somehow. Yeah, the wolf guys captured us. I got a good look at the leader's ugly mug and even uglier teeth, and suddenly they all just left me alone. What, do I smell? I mean, besides the blood.
You shouldn't be out here. It's not safe.
I'm pretty sure that the lady holding 2 human skulls doesn't care much for safety. Anyways, this lady tells us that Rose is in this village, so I guess we're stuck in this hellhole for a while. Whoa, look at all the dedication and craftsmanship in this church. This shrine to Lady Dimitrescu is way better than the one I have back at my home.
Close the door, please.
Oh, really? I was planning on letting in the werewolf that just got a free sample of my neck. We met up with some survivors and they were, you know, surviving. Or not the old guy, we'll call it half surviving. Hey, old man, could I use that machete? You're not gonna be needing it for long with your imminent death. Right, touchy subject, my bad. But seriously, for the machete, could I have it? I'll do anything. And I mean anything. This is a fancy way of saying, I will kill you. Oh, look, more portraits. Am I finally gonna get to see some family photo? Okay, I was setting up for some cultage image there, but this is even more terrifying than that. It's abstract art.
We're doing fine by ourselves.
Says the guy who's 5 seconds away from keeling over and becoming fertilizer. We met up with the gang and I would tell you a little more about them, but they'll all be dead in about right now. Yeah, we learned that bitten people can turn, but thankfully, nobody else in the group has been bitten yet. We were then placed into a shooting section where I couldn't knife, and I thought I was screwed. But after a little bit of fondling, it turns out that Capcom has my back. It looks like your little skull guy is laughing with you. You know how he's shaking? I just realized that was once a human being. The old lady tells us that Rose actually isn't in the castle, so she was kind of lying before, and instead she's in this castle. But unfortunately, this castle seems to suck. Blood, but I mean, really, can it get any worse than this? Oh my god, it's so much worse! Yeah, we met up with knockoff Magneto in sunglasses. He's the kind who likes to play with his food, so we had to go through this whole gauntlet. Wait, you are dead. Really? The rolling spikes making my intestines outtestines weren't making that obvious enough. Thankfully, we rather quickly escaped, and funnily enough, I went into that section almost about to die, and I came out of it fully healed. Let me repeat that more clearly. The death gauntlet somehow healed me. How do you fail that hard? We met up with this guy who apparently is a merchant, but I don't know if I can really trust him. Nobody here is really sane.
What are you buying?
Take all my money now. After selling basically all of my possessions, I was a walking ATM with 17 grand to spend. But unfortunately, I could only buy 1 health pot and then they just sold out. So yeah, now I have tons of money and nothing to spend it on. Oh, I didn't even realize there was gonna be anything in that pot. I just kinda wanted to break it. My thirst for destruction has never actually come in handy. Sweet, we finally got to meet up with the big lady herself and learnt that she's actually related to Magneto. Nito. No, stop! Ow. Stop, please, stop! Actually, this view isn't half bad. After that quick little torture sesh, everybody left, and Ethan was able to escape by, let's not talk about it. Why did I even bring it up? Ethan, why don't you put on that suit of armor? It looks really comfy. Plus, with the whole people trying to eat you alive thing, yeah, it might kinda help with that. We did a little bit of exploring, but accidentally drew some unwanted attention. I don't want to brag, but a part of her was inside me. A bug part, but any interaction with a female, I'll take. We got to venture into the cellar and discovered how to make the perfect red wine. The secret? Cannibalism. Now I get why wine snobs are always so weird. There was this little puzzle, and usually you shoot this fire to move it, but I found that headbutting the fire worked as well. Yeah, I headbutted fire. Hey guys, does anybody have a whoopee cushion? When this next guy sits down to get brutally tortured, it'll be so funny. Hey buddy, I'm kinda lost and I wanna ask some questions. Do you have time for a barbecue and a... God, I'm sorry. I need to write new material. I'll leave you alone now. You've been through enough torture. I don't need to add my jokes on top of that. After a little jogging, we ran into one of the daughters. I don't remember which one because she wasn't nice enough to say her name while I slashed her face open. Being serious, this fight wasn't that bad. Ethan, what the hell? Yeah, Ethan practiced his Second Amendment right, but this is a cutscene, so I won't count it. Jeez, it's so warm in here. Would it kill you to open up a window? Oh, yeah. This fight was surprisingly easy. I would just go absolutely to town, back down, and block a little bit, and ta-da, statue time. You know, after going through the torture chambers, it's actually a little surprising not seeing human meat. Oh my God, secret door after secret door. How the hell does any normal person live in this house? Right, normal people don't live in this house.
What have you done to my daughter?
Okay, I don't like assuming, but I think she might have found the body, or at least what's left of it. Hope she has a broom.
What the hell?
What? Ethan, you have had to go through way worse than this. This is nothing new to you. Just as long as you don't intake any of the blood and you don't have any open cuts, you shouldn't catch any infections. Now that I think about it, your entire body is basically one massive open cut. Oops, sorry about this. I'm in a little bit of a hurry. If you could just scooch. I said scooch. Wait, what? These vampire people don't have proper toilets, but they have working elevators? Your guys' priorities are so messed up. Look, I don't like being nitpicky McGee, but tall vampire lady has a reflection? Hell, I don't have a reflection. Maybe Ethan's the real vampire here. But that's just a theory. A completely brain-dead and inaccurate theory. Aww, look, they gave a little coffin crib for Rose. Well, at least we know they're treating her right. We then quite literally ran into the tall lady, and surprisingly, running away was quite easy. My God, my knife hand. My beautiful knife hand. Let's just grab this. I have a feeling it'll come in handy. I'm losing a lethal amount of blood. Luckily, we were then able to escape with yet another elevator and plug our hand on like nothing happened. Wait, Ethan, I'm looking through your diary. Your infant kid got kidnapped and you went out of your way to photorealistically sketch the event instead of, you know, finding her? I knew that my years of playing Brain Age would finally pay off. I didn't expect it in a life and death situation, but still. Okay, so how do I do this? It's been a while. Place all 10 fingers down, starting with C, going up to D. Sorry, Ethan, all 8 fingers. Like music to my ears. That's mainly because it is music. Let's move on. Now, to be frank, I was kind of lost here. I went to my usual strategy of just doing random crap until something helpful happened. Come on, Ethan, we really need to find the maybe dead daughter of your definitely dead wife. Okay, fine. You get one more game, then serious. At this point, we've activated Lady Dimitrescu, and she roams around the castle hunting us. So she's kind of like Mr. T in Resident Evil 2, but, you know, hot. Well, Mr. T was already pretty hot. Oh, how fancy running into you here. I mean, this is your house and you want to murder me, but still, thankfully, even if she's chasing us, we take one step into our safe house, and just like most females, she forgets I exist. We then had to fight the second triplet, or rather twin now, and the fight was very confusing, but after a quick test death, I got the whole idea. We have to pull back this shelf and then use a pipe bomb. Pipe knife. Yeah, it's a knife that explodes. You're not falling for it, are you? Unfortunately, one pipe bomb was needed to open up this wall for the fight to actually start. I again got a little bit confused, but after a little bit of exploring and even more panicked screaming, I came to the final daughter.
What are you doing?
What does it look like? I'm stabbing your face. This fight works off a simple premise. Turn this crank to open up a window, and then you can bust out your swinging arm. We then ran into a puzzle room, and immediately I knew that I was in trouble. Mainly because puzzles require brains, which I do not have, but also because this was a shooting section. I could tell you more about how I used a pipe bomb to eliminate one gunshot, but all you really need to know is that I needed to shoot 5 times here. We then found found all the keys and were able to escape, and rather quickly ran across this legendary dagger that supposedly specializes in killing evil. Needless to say, it's perfect for this run. No! Ethan, jump after it. I don't care if you survive or not. I need that dagger. Yeah, we got into a fight with the big lady herself, and things started to get disturbing. But not like hot disturbing before. I mean, unless you're into weird gore monsters. It was time to fight Lady Dimitrescu, and wow, this sucked. Well, like they say, don't bring a knife to a blood-gored dragon fight. At first, I thought this run was screwed. I mean, look at her. Her? Do I still use her? Anyways, look at that. Obviously, they have weak points that can only be reached by guns. And yeah, they can also fly. It's kinda hard to knife something that's 50 feet in the air. But putting my worries aside, I found that I could melee this dragon's butt when it lands. Sure, I take damage rather quick with this method, but this fight will be over in like 2 minutes, so it's fine. It's so not fine. It's been 30 minutes and I'm basically back where I started. Luckily, I had been saving up my heals for this fight, but still, I was getting knocked into a bloody mess over and over. The dragon thing has this one massive flip attack that's so flipping annoying. Being serious, I'm in pain. Looking for quick solutions, I found that I could attack twice as fast by blocking in between my strikes. And besides that, this was a total test of not falling asleep. It was 20 minutes per attempt. Ugh, I've heard that women look different without their makeup on, but this is disgusting. Finally finishing it off, Ethan decided to pick up this weird pee flask. Why did he do it? I don't know, but I guess we have it now. I know that you may not believe this, but I did not miss you werewolf guys at all. Yeah, we continued on blindly stumbling around and met up with the Duke. He informs us that the pee flask we picked up earlier is actually the head of our daughter. So how does Ethan react? Does he guard the box with his life? No, of course he drops it. He drops it. What the hell? What if it shattered? Oh, oh, whoops, didn't realize this was occupied. If I could just, no, okay, got it, my bad. See you later. Look outside. No, this never works out in horror games, but fine. I guess I'll play along with you, game. Oh, it's just a bunch of numbers. Must be for some sort of Hey guys, we can talk this out, right? That is, if you can even still talk anymore, or even form human thought for that matter. What the hell are you? Run! Now that I think about it, I didn't actually get to meet the guy. Maybe they're friendly. Man, I gotta stop judging books by their cover. Why am I killing these chickens? I have no clue. Am I enjoying it? Maybe a little too much. We then had to explore around the village again for yet another key. How original. After bringing back the key, Duke tells us that there are 3 other horrible monsters holding parts of our daughter. Knockoff Magneto, knockoff Chucky, and knockoff Human. How will I deal with these monsters? Will I still hate myself by the end of it all? For the answers to these questions, you will have to wait for next week's episode. Spoiler alert, it's a yes for the second question. I really dislike splitting up videos like this, but unfortunately, I've been very busy recently, and I've been sort of forced into a deadline. Yeah, I know, it sucks, you don't need to tell me. Anyways, if you enjoyed, then comment, like, subscribe, send me your firstborn split into 4 different tubes, and I will see you next week.